Have you ever woken up with that heavy feeling in your chest where the day feels lost before it's even started? Well, I want you to picture a young boy in that exact spot, his whole world just feeling gray and sad. But then, as the sun comes up, four simple ideas start to form in his mind, and these thoughts are so powerful they change everything for him. So today, we're going to walk through those four thoughts and see how they can reshape our lives too. I mean, really think about that. What if your whole day, your whole mood, could be completely transformed before you even get out of bed? For that little boy in our story, this wasn't just some random question. It was the very start of everything changing. Let's dig into how. You know, we often think that big change requires some huge, monumental effort. But the real secret, the one the boy discovered right there in his quiet room, is that it all begins with a simple internal shift. It's about changing your mind first before you even try to change your world. And these four thoughts, they're basically the roadmap for how to do it. So let's start right where the day begins. First up, one morning, one thought. This was the very first idea that managed to cut through all that sadness for him. It's a simple truth, isn't it? A single, small, positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. It sounds almost too easy, but its impact is just massive. And the key word here is one. It's all about the power of one. When you're feeling really down, trying to come up with, 10 reasons to be happy feels impossible. But just one feels doable. For the boy, it wasn't some sudden explosion of joy. Nope. It was just the quiet, deliberate choice to hold on to a single positive thought. And that one thought became an anchor that set a totally new direction for his entire day. Okay, so that one positive thought created an opening, a little bit of space, and it shifted his focus from just his internal feelings to, okay, what can I do? He started to realize he didn't have to just sit there and feel sad. He could actually start creating his own opportunities. And this is the thought that really sparked that shift. Opportunities don't come, you create them. Wow, that is such a powerful flip of the switch, right? It takes you from a passive mindset to a totally active one. It's the difference between waiting by the phone hoping it rings and just picking it up and making the call yourself. And this lays it out perfectly. On one side, you have the waiting mindset. It's passive, it's reactive, it's hopeful, sure, but you're not really in control. Then, on the other side, you have the creating mindset, which is active, proactive, and deliberate. The boy realized he couldn't just wait to feel happy. He had to go out and create reasons to be happy. But let's be real, creating opportunities can sound like a huge, intimidating thing. The boy realized it wasn't some kind of magic. It was actually a really simple three-step process. First, you just have to start seeing the world a little differently. Look for the open doors instead of the closed ones. Second, you just identify one. That's it, just one opening. And third, you take that first step. That's it. That's where everything begins. So now that he was starting to feel a little bit of control, a new question popped up. What should he actually build his life around? And that brings us to our third big idea, the pillars of passion. And the answer that came to him was just so beautifully simple and grounding. Love your family, work hard, live your passion. It's like a three-part recipe for a life that feels meaningful and real. Now look at the balance here. See how all the bars are equal? That is the absolute key. This isn't a ranking where your passion is more important than your family or your work is all that matters. No, they are three equal pillars holding everything up. You've got family for your support system, hard work for structure, and passion for that fire that keeps you going. If you let one of those pillars crumble, the whole thing starts to get wobbly. And all of this leads us to the final thought, and maybe the most profound one of all. It's the one that tackles that little nagging voice we all hear sometimes, the one that says time is running out, that we've missed our chance. This is all about becoming who you are. Can you just imagine the weight that lifted off that young boy's shoulders when this thought finally clicked? It's never too late to be what you might have been. I mean, that is just such a powerful, freeing idea. This timeline, it tells a story we all know so well, right? It starts with a childhood dream. Then life happens. That's the detour. And that detour often leads to the most dangerous part of the map, the too late myth. But this fourth thought just completely shatters that myth. It repositions today not as the end of the road, but as a brand new starting line. So here it is, the ultimate takeaway. Your potential doesn't have an expiration date. The boy realized that his sadness that morning wasn't a life sentence.
Our past mistakes, all the detours we've taken, they don't disqualify us. They're just chapters in a story that we are still writing. The person you always wanted to be, they're still in there, and you can start becoming them right now.
So we went from a sad boy waking up in his room to someone filled with this new sense of purpose and hope. And it all started with just one thought. So I'll leave you with this to take with you. Tomorrow is a brand new day. What will your one positive thought be?